Alright guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. We're going to take a look at a brand new title. I appreciate to the developers so much for providing a key for this, for letting me check it out and being ready for their release. I'm really looking forward to getting in and playing this. This is called As Far as the Eye. So the idea here is this is a roguelike procedural. So we're going to kind of get into it and see what it's all about. From what I understand, it kind of looks like your village moves around with you in these procedural instances. So let's kind of get into it and check it out. Let's start with the campaign. And we will do that. I'll go ahead and leave that up on the screen for just a second. That way, if you want to pause and read it, you can. I am not going to read it out loud, though. Alright, here we go. So, you're in the wind. You're awakened the sound of lapping water. The cycle begins again. It is time to accomplish your destiny. Alright, destiny it is. So far, from what I can see of the graphics, it looks like we have kind of a fog of war situation going on here. But the graphics look really good. I'm really interested to see how this plays. Alright, so this is Oku. People, curious being, live in harmony with nature. They form tribes and settle in little villages. Camera to move. I think we've figured out how to move the camera. There's a couple of different methods, it looks like. Alright. And then mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Looks like we can get pretty far in there. I'm curious to see how close. Okay, so that looks pretty good close up. They did a good job with the artwork here. I really like it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a little further in. This bar represents the time it will take for events, and the waters around the stage. The wave is here. Okay, so you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me a little bit of Everspace. If you've ever played that, you have a fleet that kind of follows behind you. This is kind of the same situation where you have this wave kind of running behind you, kind of chasing you across the board. So it comes closer each turn. Okay, so our point is to get to the end of the map before we run into the wave. In 30 turns, this land will be covered in water. You the sigh. Okay. Must save. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Today you're here. Lives very close to the eye. Okay, so the eye is our goal. It is the center of the world. It is the place where we'll be safe. Each cycle welcomes a new tribe. Road bridges must be fixed. Trails must be blazed. Alright. The eye is here, so that's our goal. At the end of the cycle is destination for all people tribes. Okay. Select the path to travel. Okay, so let's take a look at the map here. So repair the bridge, collect some ore, and already has 40. Store and transport balloons. Needs to get back to the ore to the tribe. Select. Okay. Holding down the right mouse button lets you move the camera. Does it? Alright, so right click on the hex and select the movement action. Okay, so right click, go to, and then we should zoom in a little bit closer here. Alright, so and then we make a turn. Okay, gotcha. People spent movement turns, or movement points rather. These planes require 1 MP, has 3 MP, and can easily cross them. Okay. Plane 1 cost. Cost 1 MP. Okay, so let's go ahead and... It's not going to let me. Planes using right click and then in the turn, validate the action explorable zone represented by the gray ones. Okay, so these are the areas that we can explore. Got it. So we've got a pretty good area here. Alright, so let's select our dude again. Explore zones. Let's see, wide range of 1 and will automatically uncover as located at, okay, so as we get close to the ones that are near the one that we're standing in, it will open up the ones next to it. At least that's what I gathered out of that. Alright, so has a view range of 1. Alright. Let's actually make our move here because that's where it wants us to go, and then we'll go ahead and initiate the turn. So it's a little bit of turn-based strategy, a little bit procedural. It's pretty interesting. So 28 turns before halt is flooded. Alright, so there we go. We moved on. Alright. No resources there, but it is going to take us more turns to get through there. So 4 MP to cross the mountain hex. Okay. So, and then we're going to go here. The whispering in the background's really interesting. Alright, move, man. Oh, I know what you want. You want me to go there. Right? Yep. Okay. So... regains MP in turn. Alright. Excellent. Okay, so here we go. This is a caravan. Pardon me, I'm still a little sick. Draw off the 40. Okay, so let's grab our guy here. Let's go to there where we're supposed to go. And then, okay, has brought 40... What is that? Ore? Yes. Okay, so ore to the caravan. The 40 ore is now in the stockpile. Okay. So now only wood is needed to build the bridge. Wood can be found in forests and jungles. That makes sense. So we need to explore around and find what we're missing. So explore the halt and find some. Alright, so let's kind of turn the camera a little bit here and zoom out. We need to find... So we've got our guy here. We need to find some wood. I'm thinking maybe come up this way. And we can open up some of that space there and kind of see what's... Okay, perfect. So there's our forest. You need to assign Oku to building, resource drop-off. The caravan to drop off the resources. Select and right-click on the caravan and choose wood. Right-click on the caravan, choose wood. Okay. We'll change appearance in the assigned building. In turn to validate action. Okay. Done. Okay, yeah, so look at that. He did change, he changed his appearance completely. So now, he's a wood gather guy. So now it's going to take us, I think, a couple of turns to get the wood that we're going to need to make this bridge thing happen. So he's gathering. There's a little dude right there. Look at that skill tree. I assume we'll get into that in a minute. But let's go ahead and make our turn. Wave's getting kind of close. So I'm wondering if... Does it take a certain amount of turns? It looks like... Maybe... I'm playing around with the camera now. Okay, so let's see. So there, we've got 3 MP left. And then it hasn't given us any wood yet. I bet it takes turns. Okay, so yeah, there we go. So it did take turns. So he's got his wood. He's going to make his return, it looks like. So he's collected 40 wood. Bring the resources back to the stockpile without necessary instructions. Okay, so as long as you don't give the people any other tasks, they will go and collect resources. Okay, so as long as you don't give it another option, it will go and collect that resource over and over and over and over. Okay, so that makes sense. So let's go ahead and send him back to where he was coming from. Complete objective, bring 80 wood. I like the detail. The detail, this game is very pretty. Alright, bolts of lightning is struck in the forest, and the wood is burning. If he stays here, he might get badly burned. So fire can spread. Alright, so got it. So there's that's our fire right there, I'm assuming. There's our mountain. Alright, so jungle by selecting and clicking on the jungle. Okay, so let's select him, click on the jungle. We want to select wood, so then he will gather up there instead, I think. Yep, there he goes. So clouds gather very quickly, and suddenly the storm is brief but violent, leaving chaos behind. Words are hard. Here we go. Yep, sure enough, look at that. It's torching, and that's really cool looking. They did a great job with that. Look at that. Fantastic. Alright. So our dude's going to go collect over there. So off he goes. And then I believe, if I remember correctly, it's going to take a couple of turns. Now it's all like charred. So we'll go ahead and use a couple of turns. There's our wood. He's going to go ahead and return. Excuse me. Alright, so let's go ahead and get him back to the camp. There we go. Alright, so hooray! All the necessary resources have been collected. So it looks like we need to open the map. So let's go up to our map. We'll click on the eye. Take some stockpile to the eye, organizing it. Okay, so Lulu's back. This is the creature that's carrying our village around on them. Select the resource and put it on the back. Okay, so can we select like... Okay, so that takes... Got it. So food, we don't really have anything else. I imagine food is going to be fairly important. So we'll take the food, I think, and click on leave. All right, so let's leave. Victory! We made it through. All right, well done. You've helped to the eye. Load resources. You're safe. You must now guide other tribes here before the waves take them. Okay, so it seems like each section, if I'm gathering this correctly, each section is going to be a little bit longer, more complicated than others. So there's going to be multiple hops between the destination, things like that. Gives us a chance to kind of explore and gather and kind of take a look at some other spaces. But I think I don't think we have time to go through chapter 2. Let's save that for the next video. But I appreciate you guys coming by so much. If you enjoyed this, please do hit that like, subscribe button, and don't forget the notifications on your way out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you let me know, and I will continue to produce videos for it. Alright guys, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming by, and we'll see you next time.